Hi, I'm Trinity, and today we're on the Pulse Spokane here with Dick
Denny.
Denany. And today we're going to discuss the Spokane Valley Art Council. So, Dick, could you just give me a brief history of the Spokane Valley
Okay.
Art Council?
Well, the Spokane Valley Arts Council was begun primarily through the efforts of a dentist in the valley, Dr. Jim Harkin, who's very well known in the community from a standpoint of not just the arts, but everything else he's done regarding dental and stuff. He was head of the Dental Society. He had personally been my dentist, and at the time, I was a city councilman for the city of Spokane Valley, which obviously had just started. I had worked at getting the city started and then was lucky enough to be elected. And Dr. Jim approached me and some other people and said, we should do something for the city regarding art. And so right around '04, we actually began the Arts Council. We formed a 501c. And our intent was to provide art for the city, to try to raise funds, to go after grants, and just to enhance the arts. The MAC down here had success for the city of Spokane. Coeur d'Alene seemed to be taking off on its own regarding art, and we felt that we need to be in that mix. So we formed a board and began to introduce ourselves to the community and have people aware of the fact that there was a venue and an opportunity to provide art for the city.
Sure.
So a couple of years after we formed, we decided it was time to have an auction. Again, Max had an auction, and they had struggled with some of it from a standpoint of maintaining it. And we started this auction, and we are having our 16th auction this year. The auction is on October 8th. And as I say, we've struggled over the last years, most people have, with venues like this because of COVID and pandemic. But now we are very excited to have it come again, and we've actually expanded it.
Oh,
So instead of just continuing to do exactly what we did, we've made real great efforts in expanding our board, getting some very, very good qualified people in there. We have a professor that's over at community college that has really been very active in getting our young people involved in the arts, and I'll go into that in a little bit. But we are going to do a program on Friday evening. The auction has always been on a Saturday evening. Most of the artists that we have come in are, I would say, local regional artists. They're not necessarily from Spokane, although there are a number from Spokane, the Coeur d'Alene area, and the vicinities around here. But we do bring in some from the west side of the state as well as out of Montana.
yeah.
What we're doing on Friday night, though, is we're going to have pretty much what you might call an open house. We really want the public to know that our auction is not there for donations as much as it really is to help the artists and give them an opportunity to sell their goods. The artists don't donate the pieces. They are actually bid on. They're paid for the art that they provide for us. Another thing that we do with the auction is we do what they call a quick draw. And that's an opportunity for the artist to actually set up their easels or whatever it may be there and actually perform their craft in front of people while people are watching them. Look at them. So you can see a piece made while they're doing it, and then after it's done, they will bring it out, and the artists themselves will present it to the public as their name is called, and people bid on those pieces right then and there. And so
Amazing.
they can look at it, see the guy or the lady, whoever has made it, and then get to be able to bid on those pieces. And it's really a fun component of the auction that we have.
Yeah, that sounds really amazing. How many artists do you have coming to your auction this year?
Without the exact number, it's probably close to
You can give me a ballpark.
yeah, 20. I mean, I think we have something like 60 pieces
60, wow.
of 60. If I look at the live auction, and we're into that 60 range of how many pieces are actually up for auction. And that would be the live auction. That would not count we also have a silent auction
Yeah, of course.
where there are smaller pieces or whatever put on the tables, and people can bid on them just like they do for any other silent auction. They put down their name and their number and the amount they want to bid on it. But those 60 are the pieces that are actually bid on, and we have a very excellent auctioneer, Owens Auction, who has done numerous, all of our auctions for us. He's been very, very faithful and really has helped us, and it's been a good avenue for the artists, a good avenue for the council. There's the Valley Arts Council, and for the city of Spokane.
Yeah.
Something that I think probably should be mentioned in regards to what we do with the money that we get from the auction, money that are, we have go after as far as getting grants, working with the city of Spokane to be able to get monies to promote the arts. And we have provided for the city numerous bronzes throughout the city. There's, if you go by City Hall, there's a number of them out in front of the City Hall. There's a bunch out at Center Place. I know the city told us that they actually insured what we've given them for about $1.5 million.
Wow.
So it's been, because these bronzes run probably anywhere from 30 to 60,000.
Yeah.
And we are very, very proud of what we've been able to do over the years. And it's been a good thing for people that are interested in the arts, and a good thing for the citizens of the city of Spokane Valley.
Truly. How has your auction changed over the course of time? I know you mentioned it was started about 15 years ago.
Yes, yeah, 16.
How has it evolved over the years, especially with the COVID pandemic
Well,
coming in?
the COVID did it, obviously, again, the first year in 2020, we pretty much, we did not do it.
For sure.
And then transitioning into that, I think we had to wait a little more than a year, and then we had one last year, and reasonably attended. This year looks very good. We again we do it out at Center Place, which is the facility in the valley, the community center. And the people, numerous people come in, and they purchase a ticket. We have dinner. It's a very, very nice venue, and the people are able to walk around and look at the art. And again, this year, with what we're doing on Friday night, we're letting the artists bring in other pieces and actually promote themselves, allow themselves to be seen a little bit more. And we're trying to not change our focus as much as emphasize to the public more of what we think we've been doing. And that's promoting the artists, getting them out to be able to sell their wares and their goods, and be able to enhance the citizens to purchase their art. And so Friday night, that's pretty much what we are doing. We're allowing them to bring in pieces that aren't going to be in the auction, be able to communicate and mingle with the public, and that is free. Our auction, obviously, with the dinner and everything, it's a $65 charge for the tickets, but again, not much for what you get.
Right. How important do you think the Friday component is to the auction on Saturday?
Well, it'll be very interesting. Again, this is a new direction that we've taken.
Yeah.
And it's always a matter of how much the word gets out and if people come. But I think the word seems to be getting out, and we will have, obviously free. They can come out, they can walk through it. All of the artwork that we're putting up for auction will be up. It'll be on easels and tables, and so they'll be able to walk around and see it. And my guess is that a lot of the people that come on Friday night will turn around and say, oh, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know that I could come. And so they'll be asking, can I come to the auction? And the answer is definitely yes. Now, whether we will be able to have the dinners for them is another thing.
That's true.
We might have to figure out how many dinners are available and things like that,
Sure.
and then they could buy a ticket. But I think we've decided that if we don't have the dinners available, they will be able to come in and just participate in the auction.
So tickets are available all through on Saturday? We just
Well,
don't know
the
if we'll
tickets
have
are
dinners?
available at our website. You can purchase those online and pay for them through PayPal. And the website is SpokaneValleyArts.org. Again, SpokaneValleyArts.org. And you can go on there, and there's a complete link for being able to go in and pick the menu you want from the dinner, and pay for the ticket, and be able to put down the names of the people that you're bringing and yourself, et cetera. So made it very easy.
Wonderful.
Again, a little bit of part of what we've done. One of the board members that we've been able to get onto the board is very savvy in regards to social presence.
Yeah.
And so we've really improved quite substantially, and that's why I look at where the board is and the transitions that have happened, and I think some of it's really getting some new people on board. Obviously, there's some of us that have been on that thing forever and a day, but we have new blood in there now with people that have very specific talents in regards to helping us promote the auction. We're even going to have remote bidding so that if somebody wants to participate, we will actually allow them to call in. We will have somebody assigned so that they can bid on it and not have to be at the auction itself.
Yeah.
Which is something that really has been occurring, especially since COVID, with auctions. The industry, if you want to call it that, has had to really expand itself and be able to operate through the social medias and be able to do these auctions sort of on a remote bidding.
Yeah.
And we're going to be participating in that.
The internet really has changed immensely in the last few years, right?
Very much so.
You heard it here first, SpokaneValleyArts.org. That's where you can get your tickets. So what kind of art pieces are we going to be seeing on Friday and Saturday? Is it a range of canvas pieces? Are we going to see some pottery?
We don't.
expect?
We haven't done. Most of it is the visual arts.
Okay.
And a lot of it is, the paintings vary from beautiful oils on canvas to the chalk, the light colors to pencil sketches. We have not gone into the photography.
Okay.
We've pretty much stayed with the actual visual arts. As I'm paging through some of the things in my catalog like that,
Yeah.
it's really hard. I'd love to be able to show it.
Yeah.
We have people that actually in the art world are pretty well known. We are right in the middle of making a new piece for the city. It's going to be one that's done originally. We purchased the rights for it from Nancy McLaughlin, who is a Montana artist that has passed away, but she was Ace Powell's wife. And a very, very beautiful piece that will be completed hopefully within the next few months, and we'll be able to go with that and present it to the city and allow them to place it where they want to, which is what we do. The city is the deciding entity as to where these end up being placed.
Yeah.
Like I say, we have a few out there at Center Place. We've got some at the city, and we've got a few others scattered around. For those that may not know what's happening in the valley is putting in a brand new library on Sprague, right across from the city hall. And I have a feeling that that would be a very, very good venue for these pieces that we are providing for the city, and a good placement for them.
Sure. You talked about having mainly local artists around the area and spreading into Idaho and all those places. What do you think the importance is of keeping things local rather than getting the best artists in the U.S.?
Well, again, promotion of the local economy to a certain degree, the promotion of arts within a community. I think anybody that really looks at art around a community and sees it gives an identity to the community. It allows them to feel like there's more to the city than just a government kind of a thing, and that they are able to see and enjoy some of the stuff that the artists in the region can provide. And I think it enhances, well, the whole region. We have a lot going on. You look at what's happened in regards to the concerts that come into here. You think of Paul McCartney putting on his first tour date here in Spokane, Washington, And I think we have a wonderful reputation, and by promoting local artists, I think we're able to enhance that much more. The other thing that we're doing, I think I mentioned the gentleman over that is a artist and a professor over at Spokane Community College.
Yes.
We have a scholarship program. And that scholarship program obviously is for exactly the reasons that we were talking about, why local. Get the younger people involved in it, those that have the artistic ability and are participating in the arts community within the city that are in school and taking classes on it. They need help, and so we have provided a scholarship for it. We had a number of pieces. This gentleman was able to get a lot of people participating. And again, this is kind of, you get better people on the board and you start having people that can expand what you're doing. And he was able to get a number of pieces that the board looked at, judged, and we picked 5 pieces. And out of that, then we picked a winner who we will announce and who will have the scholarship that we have provided for them. And the other ones that were the finalists will be there with their pieces too. So the public not only will see these local artists, but they'll also see the youth of the community, basically, and the up-and-coming new artists, as you might call it.
The scholarship winner will be announced at the auction on Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to add today? I know we mentioned all the jumbles of information today, but did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Well, I just encourage people to, come out and see what we've got, participate. The auction, as I say, it's obviously been successful because we're doing our, 15th, and we're been successful at it, but we certainly would like to have it enlarged.
Of course.
Everybody in an auction wants more bidding. They want more, we want the artists to feel like they are really receiving a benefit by participating in the auction. And I think some of the names that they'll see are very recognizable to a certain degree. There's some in the Coeur d'Alene area that people have seen numerous pieces of theirs throughout the community. And I just would encourage people to go onto our website, SpokaneValleyArts.org, and take a look. The catalog is on that site.
Okay.
So you can actually completely download or page through, print, whatever you feel like doing, that whole catalog. But you can see the pieces that are in there. There's information on the scholarship finalists. There's information on the board in there. There's information on the artists in there and some of the background on it. And a lot of information for people to kind of get their appetite whetted.
Of
to be able to
course,
come and participate in the auction.
So all the information is going to be on your website, SpokaneValleyArts.org.
Yes.
And the event's happening October 8th.
Yes. Well, and the 7th. We have the
And
Friday.
the 7th, yes.
Yeah, we have the 7th on the Friday, which again is a little different
free.
venue, free, and
Yeah.
come out and see it, talk to the artists, see who they are, see their pieces. It's really quite enjoyable to walk into that venue and see all of these arts on tables and venues, I mean, and easels and things. So it gives you a good feeling of what's available within this community. And,
Of course.
and again, people that haven't been able to or haven't felt comfortable in coming to the auction or whatever, they can come out and wander around, look at it, and see what we have.
Yeah, of course.
And enjoy themselves for a Friday evening.
Get your feet
So-
a little wet, right?
What?
Get your feet a little wet.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Let them get to see what art is out there and what they might want to be able to place within their homes or the businesses or
course.
whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me on the Pulse today.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so
Anything
much.
we can do to promote and
course.
get our name out there and let the public know what we're doing and why we're doing it. And again, emphasize the fact that we are supporting the artists, but we're also supporting art for the community, for
Of
this
course.
supporting it. And that's where this money is utilized and used to get pieces and new pieces to be able to put throughout the city of Spokane Valley.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
The world has changed a lot in 50 years, and Kimley Haygood has changed with it. We still provide our customers with the highest level of service. Whether it's financing, construction management, property management and maintenance, leasing, or sales, our team is here to help you make the best decisions with your real estate.
It's time for change. It's time to heal the division in our state. As a representative of the people, I will fight for free enterprise and protect small business from the overreaching runaway government. I feel strongly that my skills and experience developed from my professional career are desperately needed in Olympia. It's time for less overreach and more freedom. I'm Suzanne Schmidt for 4th District Representative, Republican.